Greetings and welcome to GENII, the Genesis Enterprise Information Integrator, a new paradigm for bringing together information, cutting down silos, and doing things which have challenged information technology for decades. GENII is Enterprise Information Integration Software, or EII. There are a variety of different EII approaches, such as data warehousing, sometimes called extract, transform, and load, or ETL, Enterprise Application Integration, EAI, Service-Oriented Architectures, SOA, and Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP. GENII differs from these other options in a variety of important ways. Unlike data warehousing, GENII does not require data replication while providing both read and write capability to any number of different database platforms. Unlike Enterprise Application Integration, special adapters are not required to bridge different data sources. Likewise, GENII promotes data integration through interoperability without relying on a fixed inventory of published services as an SOA. Unlike the ERP, GENII is not bound by any specialized functional area. Data are not loaded into GENII, forcing an organization to lose control of both their data and data structure. Instead, GENII reaches out to your data wherever they are located in whatever data form. Nothing about GENII is prescriptive. GENII is totally and wholly adaptive in nature. GENII also serves as a read-write gateway to any number of different database platforms. Diverse data types may be mixed, blended, and orchestrated into a single fabric. Likewise, unstructured data such as documents, images, and data streams may be queried, stored, and retrieved as desired. Spatial data are pulled out of the specialized environment of GIS and blended with the mainstream, while also providing a capability to edit spatial data over the web. Last, GENII contains a very powerful temporal model which facilitates the simple construction of queries and maps for any point in time, while also stepping those maps and data through time. The implementation goal of GENII is to transform the disorganized data you already have into clear, concise, and accessible information. GENII is a result of 15 years of field experience in working with customers and their operational issues. These problems center on gaining control of existing data and processes within the complexities of competing requirements. You may not have $10 million to spare to purchase a standalone asset management system, or $500,000 for a new fleet management system, even though you already have the data. 30 person years have gone into the GENII codebase to give you the tools and methods to create a world-class enterprise information system by maximizing what you already have. GENII is just not software. It is a three-pronged implementation methodology. First is the writer's adage: write it and then get it right. Using GENII's web-distributed rapid development tools, a complete read-write application can be built in less time than it would take to write a memo to schedule a meeting to discuss the planning of that application. Rather than build excessive plans, build applications against existing data to see where current capabilities already stand. Then take the time to perfect the capability you already have. Write it, then get it right. Second is blitzkrieg implementation. Best known as lightning war, it is better said as an approach of movement, and indeed the blending of movement, concentration, and diverse attack. This is exactly what GENII provides, an ability to rapidly take on countless data sources any number of different ways. If an approach fails, try another approach. Because development is so rapid, mistakes and dead ends are affordable. GENII projects seek easy goals against existing information stores while bypassing difficult strongholds. Like a virus, once 1,000 easy victories have been collected, a few remaining strongholds will simply dissolve away. This introduces the final leg of GENII implementation, Agile Project Development. Here, project status and success is measured by the number of operating applications and their degree of measured interoperability. To lever this, GENII automatically tracks the number of operating applications. It counts the number of interoperable fields and the total number of records under integration management. To this, the number of data connections, Table and spatial relationships and common value pools are also totaled for a quantitative measure of interoperability. Total system users, their security divisions and business area groupings are also measured. Last, GENII even tracks the number of new records created for each GENII application as a measure of performance feedback. This is the GENII user interface. Out of the box, GENII does nothing in particular. There are no modules, templates, or prescribed methods for doing anything. Total flexibility is afforded the implementing organization. Note the title Enterprise Index. This is a tree file structure which grows with each new GENII application created. At the present time, there are no applications. This is the GENII Administration Console. It contains all the web-enabled rapid development tools to build, monitor, and maintain data and business applications, as well as weave them into a single enterprise fabric. GENII may be applied to information in any of three ways. The simplest is a straight connection to existing data, or to data that was created for an express purpose. A simple read-write application can be running in just a few minutes, or a few days for a complex application containing several hundred fields and several tens of tables. GENII can also connect directly to data of an existing legacy application. Should the legacy system not store its data in best practice relational form, GENII contains stored procedures for data replication into a relational environment. GENII employed in this way provides a web portal to users who otherwise did not have read-in capability to those legacy data. Following the same replication methodology, it is a simple process to create a mirror of the legacy in GENII and port the GENII application back to the legacy users. The GENII view of the legacy can then be optimized to the desires of the legacy user group, with the legacy system unplugged upon acceptance of the GENII-driven replacement. The first step in building a GENII application is setting an open database connection to the target data source. The database connection subtab of the GENII Administration Console is the head of a virtual octopus reaching an arm out to any organizational database server. There are no limits to the number of connections which can be set. Once the connection is set, the application wizard is called upon to digest the schema components of the target data tables. The first step is to select the connection to the desired data source. Once designated, all tables within the target are listed out. Check off the tables to be built into GENII applications, and note how the selected applications are moved into a pre-construction area for final inspection. Press the Build button and 9 rudimentary GENII applications are built in less than a minute of processor time. It is again important to note that no data has been loaded into GENII. GENII simply remembers where the data are and what their data requirements need to be. GENII applications are essentially virtual. Because it is commonplace for GENII to manage several hundred applications simultaneously, applications may be arranged as desired into groupings called business areas. Here, business areas called field assets is created to hold the 9 applications just constructed. Applications and business areas are now ready to be grouped into the application index located on the user application. To do this, GENII contains a drop and drag workbench called the Enterprise Organizer. The 9 newly created applications are listed on the right side of the organizer, and the field assets business area on the left. Each application is dragged as desired into the business area, in this case field assets. Once located within a business area, each rudimentary application may be value-added in terms of functionality. Right-clicking on any application opens various editing and publishing options. For example, the input table detail is used to impart spatial and temporal characteristics as well as the specific field definitions and data integrity requirements for each field.